These are the 10 habits silently ruining your life by destroying your focus, health, and future. And if you don't break them, they will keep you stuck far away from your goals. Habit 1 is saying yes. You want to be helpful, supportive, and avoid disappointing people. At first, saying yes feels kind, but the hidden cost is high. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your priorities, you're saying no to your own growth, your own focus. This habit leaves you drained, resentful, and stuck living by other people's agendas instead of your own. So learn to say no more than saying yes. The truth is, progress requires boundaries. Without them, your time will be consumed by endless tasks and distractions that don't serve your goals. This doesn't mean you stop helping others. It means you learn to protect your energy and choose wisely. Boundaries create space for clarity, focus, and meaningful progress. Think about it. Every great achievement requires saying no far more than saying yes. You can't build your dream if you're constantly building someone else's. The most successful people know this. They guard their time fiercely because they understand it's their most valuable asset. Saying no isn't rejection, it's direction. It allows you to give a stronger yes to the things that truly matter: your health, your goals, and the future you're working toward. Habit 2. Poor money habits. Poor money habits don't destroy you overnight, but they quietly shape your future. Living paycheck to paycheck, spending without a plan, and piling up debt may feel manageable in the short term, but over time, they trap you in endless stress. Instead of building freedom, you're stuck in survival mode, working harder, yet never feeling secure. The problem is how you manage what you have. Without awareness, money slips away unnoticed, leaving you wondering why you're always broke, even when your income grows. Money responds to discipline, not luck. Fixing this isn't complicated, but it needs consistency. Spend less than you earn, track every expense, and create a budget that reflects your priorities. Then use that margin to save and invest. Even small amounts grow when managed wisely, because money itself is not the goal, it's a tool. You use it well, and it will buy you freedom. However, once you ignore it, it will control you, keeping you chained to stress and regret. The choice is yours. Manage your money, or let poor habits manage your life. Habit 3 is junk food. You get tempted to buy this because it's cheap, quick, and engineered to taste good. But what feels harmless in the moment slowly erodes your health and focus over time. Every bite of heavily processed food floods your body with sugar, unhealthy fats, and chemicals designed to keep you craving more. The outcome is a cycle of quick spikes and sudden crashes that drain your energy. Your focus gets crushed massively, making your discipline slip away. You suddenly become less productive. Even the simple tasks become harder. What feels like a treat today quietly adds up to something dangerous tomorrow. Weight gain, diabetes, heart disease, and fatigue that follows you everywhere. The thing is, your brain and body can only perform at the level of the fuel you give them. Once you feed your body with junk food, you'll think slower and feel older than you should. This is when your focus gets killed. So instead of unhealthy snacks, rely on naturally prepared food like nutrient-rich foods, vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats. These kind sharpen your focus, ensuring steady energy flow and to have a stronger body that supports your goals. You need to set clear boundaries on the junk food. Choose wisely and be honest to yourself, because every choice compounds, just like habits. Junk food robs your energy in years, but real food gives them back. Habit 4. Bad friends. The people you spend most of your time with shape you far more than you realize. They influence your mindset, your habits, even your financial future too. The danger is that bad friends don't always look bad. They might be fun and easy company to hang out with, but slowly they steer you in the wrong direction. Maybe they mock your goals, dismiss your ambitions, or encourage habits that keep you stuck. They are literally draining your energy with negativity and constant distractions. With time, if you're not careful enough, you start absorbing their mindset without noticing. Remember, You're the average of the 5 friends you spend most of your time with, so choose your circle wisely. Because progress becomes almost impossible when you're surrounded by people who don't believe in growth. If you want to grow, you need people who lift you, friends who challenge you, support your goals, and remind you that more is possible. Audit your circle with intention. Start by asking yourself, do these people help me grow or hold me back? Spend less time with those who drag you down, and more with those who inspire you to aim higher. Because your environment silently programs your future. Review it wisely and evaluate. The right people will push you forward, while the wrong ones will keep you stuck in the same place. Habit 5. Endless scrolling. It often begins as a harmless habit. A quick check of Instagram, a short TikTok video, and a notification you just had to open. But minutes quietly slip into hours, and before you know it, the day is gone. What you don't see is how carefully engineered these platforms are. They don't just entertain you, they trap you, using algorithms designed to feed your brain a constant drip of dopamine. Every swipe keeps you waiting for the next hit, training your mind to crave cheap rewards instead of working for your goals. The more you scroll endlessly on social media, the more your attention span shrinks. Your focus as well disappears, and deep work feels impossible. You might even notice that after scrolling for too long, you feel restless, because your brain consumed stimulation but gained nothing useful. The real danger is that endless scrolling drains your quiet moments, and those moments are where new ideas are generated. To escape the trap, start by having self-awareness and boundaries. This means setting screen limits by removing pointless apps and replacing idle swiping with activities that challenge or restore you. Reading, journaling, learning, even sitting quietly and thinking. Social media itself isn't that harmful. The danger comes from using it massively instead of using it intentionally as a tool. Because every moment spent scrolling isn't just wasted time. It's a piece of your potential slipping away. And time is the one resource you'll never get back. Habit 6. Poor sleep quality. Poor sleep is one of the most silent productivity killers. Think of it this way. Skipping proper rest is like trying to drive cross-country with almost no fuel. You might keep the engine running for a while, but eventually everything slows down and costs you more in the long run. Lack of sleep chips away at your focus and ability to make sound decisions. Eventually, it raises the risk of serious health problems like anxiety and depression, besides draining your energy. Many people believe cutting down on sleep gives them extra hours to get things done. But that's the wrong approach. The truth is, those extra hours are often wasted because you're operating at half your capacity. When you're sleep-deprived, even simple tasks feel harder, your motivation drops, and mistakes multiply. You're not gaining time, you're losing effectiveness. What you don't realize is that sleep is your brain's maintenance system. During those hours, your mind repairs itself by organizing information and locks in memories so you can recall them later. It's the reset button that sharpens your focus for the next day. The only solution you can implement is to create a consistent bedtime. Cut off screens an hour before sleeping and keep your room cool, dark, and distraction-free. Treat sleep as a performance tool, not wasted time, because quality sleep increases productivity. Habit 7. Ignoring self-education. This is one of the fastest ways to fall behind in today's world. If your learning stopped the moment you left school, you're already at risk. Because industries shift, technology evolves, and the skills that are valuable today can become obsolete in just a few years. And without continuous growth in your skills, you stay stagnant while others adapt. Self-education is about actively seeking knowledge that pushes you forward. That could mean reading books, taking online courses, practicing new skills, or simply challenging the way you think. It's a choice to stay curious, to question, and to adapt. But then, the cost of ignoring this is huge. You need to act. The most successful people in every field share one trait. They are lifelong learners. It means that they understand that knowledge compounds just like money. Every hour invested in learning today creates an advantage tomorrow, and the earlier you start, the greater the payoff over time. Start implementing self-education, because if keep learning, you stay relevant and ahead of those who don't. Habit 8. Procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks you need to do, even when you know it may lead to stress. This may feel harmless in the moment, but over time it can quietly destroy your potential. Every time you delay a task, you're not just pushing work aside. You're postponing progress, growth, and opportunities. So what happens is that it creates a cycle where small delays turn into big regrets. For instance, students who put off studying until the last minute may scrape by with poor grades, not because they lacked intelligence, but because they wasted their time. Worse, procrastination drains your confidence as well. Because each unfinished task weighs on your mind, creating stress and guilt that make it even harder to start. Success and growth all require consistent action, and procrastination is the enemy of action. So how do you manage it? The most effective way to beat procrastination is to start small, breaking overwhelming tasks into tiny and manageable steps, so beginning feels effortless. But also, block distractions by putting your phone away to create an environment that pulls your focus toward action. Finally, time block your day through assigning specific periods for each task to make work automatic instead of optional. Next habit is poor time management. Not managing your time is like giving away control of your life. Instead of running your day, the day runs you. You wake up without a plan, react to whatever comes your way, and by the evening, you wonder where all those hours went. Time doesn't disappear. It gets stolen by distractions, poor priorities, and lack of structure. The danger is that time is the only resource you can never get back. Money can be earned again, opportunities can reappear, but once an hour is gone, it's gone forever. The fix starts with ownership. Instead of drifting, decide where your hours will go before the day begins. Set clear priorities, schedule blocks for important tasks, and protect them from distractions. Time management isn't about cramming more into your day. It's about making sure the most important things actually get done. Think of your time as an investment portfolio. Every hour you spend is either compounding toward progress or wasting away with no return. The most successful people aren't the ones with the most free time. They're the ones who direct their time with intention. The last habit is living without goals. Without goals, you drift through days on autopilot. Wake up, work, scroll, sleep, and cycle repeats. Life becomes a loop instead of a meaningful journey. Goals act as your compass. They provide direction and clarity to your life. More importantly, they transform effort into progress and dreams into achievable milestones. Even the hardest work can feel empty if it isn't guided by a destination. When you're setting these goals, it means you have a clear vision of what you want, whether in health, career, or personal growth. Those are the 10 habits that can ruin your life. Remember that these habits shape your future. So, break free from destructive routines by choosing discipline over comfort and build habits that push you forward. Because small daily choices determine the life you ultimately live.